Vincent Kompany sends warning to Erik 10 Hag and Man Utd over Wout Weghorst transfer. Vincent Kompany would like to persuade Wout Weghorst to play a part in his future plans at Burnley, regardless of how his 6-month loan spell at Manchester United pans out. Weghorst, 30, only arrived at Turf Moor in a £12 million deal last January, but was shipped out on loan to Besiktas after netting just 2 goals as the Clarets dropped out of the Premier League last May. The striker's season-long spell in Turkey was cut short this week in the wake of interest from United boss Erik 10 Hag, who has been scouring the market for attacking reinforcements following Cristiano Ronaldo's exit. United are now poised to sign Weghorst on loan until the end of the season, but the Dutchman's long-term future is still up in the air. Ahead of Weghorst's switch being confirmed, Kompany has stressed that the striker is still a Burnley player, and the former Manchester City man, who has the Clarets on course for an instant return to the Premier League, has hinted he would like the chance to convince the Weghorst to return to Turf Moor again next season, even if 10 Hag and United would like to keep him for longer. Speaking at a press conference, the Burnley boss said of Weghorst, "I think with this situation, it has to play out when it plays out. Every player with a contract with us is a player that, if he is wanting and willing and if everything is right, then it is a player that makes it easier for us than going into the market and spending whatever amount of money. But the crucial part is that he has to finish his season wherever that is, and at the end of the season I will have a conversation with the player, which for me is the most important conversation, and that will then decide everything. But you are anticipating too much and thinking we are going to be in the Premier League, but in my case, I am a championship manager at a championship club, and I don't want to be thinking about being in the Premier League at all right now. We are a championship team and he has just played in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, so he's a good player and we can always use good players. He's definitely one of them. But he's now thinking of going to Man United and not in the Championship. While Weghorst is primarily being viewed as a stopgap signing, financial restrictions mean that Manchester United will have to cut their cloth accordingly next summer, which could make the striker an attractive option if he impresses during his 6-month audition. The Telegraph outlined on Thursday that United still owe £307 in transfer fees and will soon have to abide by UEFA's new financial stability rules, which is likely to significantly limit their spending power in future transfer windows. In other news, Casemiro's true thoughts on Man United transfer plan revealed in leaked text messages. Casemiro was motivated by the challenge of joining Manchester United this summer after watching their early season 4-goal capitulation against Brentford. Erik 10 Hag's side were humbled by the Bees in West London as they were blown away by 4 goals in a disastrous first half. It followed on from United's opening day Premier League defeat against Brighton, threatening to plunge their season into crisis. Casemiro joined United in a £70 million deal that week as he ended a trophy-laden 9 years in the Spanish capital, where he won 5 Champions League crowns at the base of a midfield alongside Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. The trio formed a formidable partnership that largely dominated Europe. The arrival of Aurelien Tchouameni from Monaco was viewed by the Brazilian as a diminishment of his status in the Spanish capital, and once learning of interest from United, he was instantly interested in a fresh challenge. That motivation was amplified after seeing his future teammates capitulate in humiliating fashion in West London as Casemiro watched on from his Spanish home. As revealed by the Telegraph, that led to him texting his agent to say, "Tell them I'll fix this." It was the moment that ended United's summer-long pursuit of a central midfielder, having been unsuccessful in their attempt to sign Frenkie de Jong despite agreeing a deal with Barcelona. Their move to sign Adrien Rabiot from Juventus also collapsed. As it transpires, signing Casemiro has proven inspired, with the Brazilian starring for United this campaign, adding balance, control, and structure to a team that desperately needed such attributes. Casemiro has proven to be a catalyst in United's upturn in form. They are 4th in the Premier League and remain in both domestic cup competitions as they seek to end their trophy drought, which has lasted since the 2016-17 season. The mood around the club has been transformed in recent months. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe it to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.